Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Good morning and welcome back to CBT News. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for joining us today. And now here's today's top stories.
Today, workers at a Mercedes-Benz plant in Alabama are voting on joining the United Auto Workers Union, a pivotal moment for unionization efforts in the traditionally anti-union American South. A victory here would follow a recent win at a Volkswagen factory, signaling potential growth for the UAW. The campaign has been tense, with Mercedes opposing unionization and employing anti-union tactics. Despite this, UAW President Shawn Fain is optimistic, having strategized for over a year, notably securing significant gains in Detroit. However, the South's historical resistance to union poses a challenge, with state governments and company efforts urging workers to reject the union. The outcome of this vote could significantly impact labor dynamics in the auto industry. Subaru is partnering with Toyota on 3 new all-electric crossovers to navigate the challenging EV market and minimize risk. CEO Atsushi Osaki highlighted this partnership as a strategic move while announcing a substantial surge in operating profit. Subaru plans to utilize Toyota's resources for local EV production in the U.S. while ensuring eligibility for federal EV tax credits. Additionally, Subaru will introduce a new hybrid system for its popular Crosstrek and Forester models and expand its hybrid lineup. Despite market uncertainties, Subaru remains steadfast in its long-term goal of significant EV sales, although plans for in-house EV production in the U.S. are still being evaluated. These developments coincide with robust financial performance, including notable operating profit and revenue increases. Tesla is making a bold move to stimulate sales by offering a limited-time financing deal of 0.99% APR on their Model Y. This initiative, spearheaded by CEO Elon Musk, aims to address demand concerns often attributed to high interest rates on vehicle loans, which can substantially increase the overall cost for buyers. Similar strategies have been successfully implemented in China recently, and now Tesla is extending this offer to the U.S. market until May 31st. The terms on Tesla's website outline a $4,250 down payment with a 72-month loan, resulting in monthly payments of $603 for the new Model Y long-range RWD before incentives. However, with the federal tax credit factored in, eligible customers may benefit from even lower payments, potentially as low as $499 per month. Q1 of 2024 saw a remarkable 25% surge in global plug-in electric car registrations, hitting over 3.2 million units. Among the top contributors were BYD, Tesla, Geely Volvo, SAIC, and Volkswagen Group, jointly capturing 51.6% of the market with 1.65 million registrations. Despite this, Tesla remained dominant in battery electric vehicle segment, accounting for over 386,000 units, closely followed by BYD. Geely Volvo's rapid growth contrasted with Volkswagen's group challenges, hinting at evolving dynamics in the rechargeable car industry. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back with Jeff Rosen, President and CEO of Rosen Automotive Group, to discuss the industry's current state of affairs as we enter the second quarter.
CBT News is expanding its reach like never before and is launching in over 70 million broadcasting households. Whether you have Roku, Apple TV, or a mobile device running on Android or iOS, you can now enjoy our engaging, in-depth interviews with dealers, automakers, trade associations, best-selling authors, motivational speakers, and so much more, whenever and wherever you are. Simply search CBT News in the App Store of your smart TV.
Based on the analysts that I talked to, sounds like March was an incredible month for used cars, which was a good thing. By the same token, it brought down the average daily supply of used cars on dealers' lots to 44 days. Where do you get your used cars from? How do you replenish those vehicles? Is it strictly trade-ins? You buying them off the road?
Yeah, we do a big job on the new car side. So in our market right here in Wisconsin, we take in a lot of trades. And again, we're a big lease market.
Okay.
So, obviously in pre-COVID, a lot of these cars weren't worth what they owed on it.
Yeah.
During COVID, we really were able to take in a monstrous amount of trades, especially based on the equity. So as you know, the level of vehicles that were going back to the OEM went way down.
Yeah.
We were able to take them on trade, and these are great, low-mile, clean used cars that we can put into our inventory. And it improved the fixed ops business as well, because we were servicing and we're CPOing all the cars. But we've never really had an issue in terms of creating breach of an inventory. We also have 2 buyers, and then we have success with consumers that want to sell their vehicles online. Sure. And reach out to us as well. And we have salespeople that do that as well.
Sure.
And last, we have a lot of cars, obviously, that come through the service department.
Okay.
So we have a lot of consumers that we're taking out of those vehicles and putting in new vehicles and taking those cars in and trade as well. So.
Gotcha. This could be a whole show or segment onto itself, but EVs, are the consumers in Wisconsin on board or not on board? Or talk to me about that.
Well, again, we sell a lot of EVs. It's been a little bit of a struggle. Mm-hmm. We don't have the infrastructure at this point in time that you really have in most of the Smile states right now.
Okay.
It's coming, and the consumer right now is really having to charge their vehicles with level 3 chargers that we have at our dealership. I think we have probably 12 level 3 chargers that we have. In Wisconsin, they don't travel a lot, so that makes it a little bit easier where they can charge it at home. Mm-hmm. But we had, out of the gate, we were selling them. And it has slowed down a little bit, as you know, by reading all the articles out there. We did have a real surge when a lot of the OEMs lowered their pricing. Mm-hmm. We have had good success with leasing because it is a big lease market. And most of the OEMs that we have, they don't qualify for the IRA rebate on purchases. They do on leases. So I think we're getting out of the gate. I think we really have to get our arms around it. I think that it's obviously the future. We've done great with hybrids, which we have a good assortment of as well on the products that we sell, plug-in hybrids as well. And then ICE has been very good. So to your point, to your question, I think it has slowed down, but we did have a surge when the companies that we represent did lower their prices. And I think they're getting a little bit more aggressive. But I think as time goes on, the infrastructure builds up. I think that segment of the market will just continue to get better.
Well, that does it for our show today, but we do invite you right back here tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com. And remember, you can stay up to date with all the recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And now you can find CBT News on over 70 million broadcasting households on Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, Android, and iOS devices. Simply search CBT News in the App Store on your smart device to watch our programming wherever, whenever. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for watching CBT News. We'll see you next time.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.